Welcome to the world of C programming. Today we will explore two foundational concepts, data types and variables. Understanding these is crucial for writing efficient and error-free code. In programming, a variable is like a container or a labeled box used to store data. Each variable has a name, a type, and a value. For example, int age is equal to 25, where age is the name of the variable storing the value 25 of type integer. Here, int specifies the type of data the variable can hold, which in this case is a whole number. Well, data types define the kind of data a variable can hold. For example, integers, characters, floating point numbers, and more. They are categorized into three types. Basic data types, which consist of int, character, float, and double. Second is derived data types, which consist of arrays and pointers. And the third type is user-defined data types, which consist of structs, enums, and unions. Let's look at some of the basic data types in C in detail. Int. Int stands for integer, which stores integers like 20 or 10 or minus 10. Float. Float stores decimal numbers like 3.14, our favorite value, pi. The third type is character, which stores single characters like A, B, C, etc. Double. It stores more precise decimal numbers, a more detailed value of pi, for example 3.141592 and so on. In C, you must declare a variable before using it. Declaration tells the compiler the type and name of the variable. Initialization assigns a unique value to the variable. For example, int num is nothing but the declaration, but num equal to 100 is nothing but the initialization of the variable called num as 100. You can also combine declaration and initialization in a single step, such as int num equal to 100. Kindly pay attention to the spaces in between, otherwise errors may creep in. Well, each data type occupies a specific amount of memory. For example, int typically takes 4 bytes. Character takes 1 byte. Float and double take 4 and 8 bytes respectively. Let's move on to derived data types. Derived data types like the arrays and pointers extend the functionalities of the basic data types. An array stores multiple values of the same data type, whereas a pointer stores the memory address of another variable. For example, this is an array of 3 elements of data type integer, whereas this is nothing but a pointer created called ptr, which is pointing to the first element of the array arr. Let us now move on to the user-defined data types like structures, unions, and enums. These data types allow for complex data structures. For example, this is a structure which consists of all the details of a student. For example, the name, roll number, and the marks obtained by the student. Well, this looks quite similar to an array, but it is not. An array always stores data of similar data type, whereas structure can store data of different data types. As you can see, it stores name, which is of char, it stores roll number, which is of int, and it stores marks, which is of float data type. We will see what are structures in detail in a specific video later on in this course. Let us now move on towards what exactly is an enum. An enum or enumeration in C is a user-defined data type that allows you to define a set of named integer constants. Enums are typically used to make the code more readable and manageable, especially when dealing with related constants. An enum is internally represented as an integer in the memory. So if I want to create an enum of days of the week, for example, enum days as Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday till Saturday. As we know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are all string values which are ultimately character arrays. But we want to display them or we want to store them as integers. So what happens is enum has the functionality to store these as integers because, as we already understood, enums are explicitly assigned the data type as integers. So what exactly happens is, if I want to access Friday, for example, I will write enum days space today equal to Friday, where I am assigning the value of Friday to a variable called today. So whenever we want to display Friday, we can simply call the variable today. As a result, today will check the enum called days and it will check the list where is the Friday value present. If the Friday value is present at the 5th position, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, it will be fetched and displayed. So as a result, wherever we want to display Friday, we will simply make a call to the variable called today. So that's the beauty of enums. We can save characters or any sort of data types as integers inside an enum. So these were all the data types and variables. Now there are few rules for naming the variables. For example, we always start with a letter or an underscore. There should not be any spaces or special characters. We should avoid using reserved keywords. For example, this piece of code, where int underscore value equal to 5 is valid, whereas int 123 value equal to 10 is invalid because it is starting with a number. Now let us discuss some of the common mistakes which we make while programming. Using a variable without declaring it. It is the most common mistake that a beginner makes while programming. At times we call a variable without declaring or initializing its value. As a result, there are errors which pop up. For example, x equal to 10. The error might be x is not declared. So you have to declare the data type of the integer x. Similarly, int num equal to 3.14, whereas 3.14 is a decimal number. So it cannot be an int. It has to be either float, double, etc. Right? So these are few of the common mistakes which a beginner can make while typing the code for the very first time. So I hope you like this session. So in this session, we explored data types and variables in C. We learned about their purpose, how to declare and initialize variables, and common mistakes to avoid. Mastering these fundamentals will help you write efficient programs. Keep coding, keep learning, and keep programming. So see you in the next session. Thank you so much.